Ayan. Hello, Tutor Jen!
Hello, Tutor Rosa. I'm back.
Isang mapagpalayang hapon sa inyong lahat. Maligayang hapon sa iyo, Tutor Jen.
Same to you, Tutor Roger, at sa lahat ng mga learners natin.
Yes, so let's start our tutorial program. Hatid sa inyo ng DepEd. Okay, so we are Tutor Rog. I am Tutor Rog, rather, from SDO Davao City, teaching in Francisco Bangoy National High School.
And I am Tutor Jen from SDO Davao City, teaching in Daniel R. Aguinaldo National High School.
Ayan, so hello po tayong lahat. By the way, babatiin ko lamang aking mga high school classmates na nanonood ngayon. Hello, Galilea Ann Pagobo. And also, hello, Melissa Pintor. Ayan, yung mga friendship ko dyan. Tsaka si Macy from Singapore. At tsaka si Mark Erwin Taguig. And Dr. Rujard Paul Amistad. Ayan, so we are live here at our different social media platforms. Ano yung mga social media platforms na natin, Tutor Jen?
We have DepEd EdTech Unit Facebook page, DepEd Tayo Facebook page. You have YouTube channel with DepEd Philippines account, DepEd Educational Technology Unit YouTube channel, and DepEd TV.
Yan. By the way, Tutor Jen, before we proceed, we would like to greet you a happy Teacher's Day. Happy Teacher's Day, Tutor Jen!
Same to you, Tutor Roger, at sa ating director ngayon, kay Sir Earl.
Yan, kay Sir Earl, at sa lahat ng mga kaguruan dyan, at ating mga kaibigan na mga teachers sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo, because this is live World Wide Web. Now, meron tayong Cuties of the Week. At marami sila, Tutor Jen. We are glad to announce our Cuties of the Week. Oh, Tutor Jen.
We have Don Lester M. Bayawa from grade 7, section Einstein. Siya ay from QPS National High School of SDO Apayao. Ang kanyang science teacher ay si Ma'am Maria Cristina C. Ostol. Ng school head nila si Ma'am Mary Ann L. Dagusen. Very supportive parents ni Lester with Sir Mardonel Bayawa and Mrs. Julius M. Bayawa.
Okay. Of course, ang QPS National High School ay really supportive. Kasi nung last year din, Tutor Jen, halos mga QPS National High School students yung aking mga QPS nila. Cute talaga nila. Like, na.
Ito pa, Tutor Rogar.
Okay, marami pa, di ba? So, we have also Chuti named Heidi D. Velasco, section Sampaguitaw. I remember my section before when I was in grade 7. It's Sampaguitaw from Partida National High School, SDO, Bulacan. Their science teacher is Ma'am Sarah May Pili Bunao, and their loving parents, her loving parents is Mr. Roy S. Velasco and Mrs. Josephine B. Velasco. Congratulations!
Ito pa, we also have George M. Cura. Same section from section Sampaguita, Partida National High School, SDO, Bulacan. Kanyang science teacher ay si Ma'am Sarah May Pilibunao at ang very supportive parents, si Mr. Angel and Mrs. Julieta Cura.
Ayan. Meron pa ba, Tutor Jen?
Yes. Goes Tutor Rogar.
Okay. So, wow, napakaganda naman ng kanyang larawan with all the television. Si Micaela C. Melo Santos. Section sa Pagita pa rin from Partida National High School, SDO Bulacan, with Ma'am Sarah May Pili Bunao. I think they're classmates.
Yes.
No? Her parents, Mr. Miguelito and Mrs. Jesusa Milo Santos. Yan. Congratulations!
And we have also Christine Rafael, same section, Sampaguita, Partida National High School, SDO, Bulacan. Kanyang parent ay si Mr. Bernie D. Rafael. And because
Ayan.
of,
So,
of this Tutorial, we have
yes. Wow! Congratulations kasi marami siyang students na nanonood. Si Ma'am Sarah May Libunaw. My hand salute to you, Ma'am Sarah May Libunaw from Partida National High School, SDO, Bulacan.
thank
Ayan,
you very
congratulations.
much.
Yan, so happy Teacher's Day po sa lahat. At marami din ang nag-greet dito sa ating comment section. Ayan, so maraming salamat. Alexandra, Janet, Chanel, Don Lester, Zairine Kaluya, Jenica, and a lot more. So let's proceed.
Okay. So this afternoon, our reference is the science module from Sargent with the title, I have less, she has ample, he has more, let us see what's in store.
Ayan, wow. Sige, so let's proceed with our main topic and the topic for quarter 1, week 4. Biruin mo, Tutor Jen, it's already week 4. So, mabilis talaga ang panahon. Our topic for this day is unsaturated solution.
Alright. At ang ating mahiwagang tanong, Tutor Rogar, ano ang ating milk?
Yes. Our milk for this morning is investigate properties of unsaturated or saturated solutions. Okay. Okay.
Our specific learning objective, we have define unsaturated solution, describe the appearance of unsaturated solution, explain the importance of learning unsaturated solution.
Ayan. So, Tutor Jen, mukhang nagbe-feedback ka. So, ano muna, sige, I will take over muna. Okay.
Go ahead,
so,
Tutor.
are we all ready? Kindly type ready if you are ready. I think all of us are already conditioned to take our pretest. So, the instruction, chat your answers in the comment section. You may include your section and your school to be recognized, or even your teacher, right? Para ma-recognize po namin. Ayan. So, let's have our pretest. Number 1, at least how many substances do you need to form a mixture? A, 1, B, 2, 3, letter C, 3, letter D, 4. Ayan. So, don't forget to comment your answer per item. Okay, number 2, which substance is called the universal solvent? A, oil, B, milk, C, water, D, vinegar. Ayan. I know you can answer this. Okay, number 3, Jessica made a pitcher of lemonade. What can she do to dilute if she thinks it doesn't taste right yet? Ayun. A, add water, B, add sugar, C, boil the lemonade, or letter D, put it in the refrigerator. Ayan, so yung nag-a-answer na yung iba, maraming salamat. Now let's go to number 4 and 5. Based on the distribution of components, what are the 2 types of mixtures? And this is my topic last week, right? About mixtures. Ayan. So kindly answer now 1 to 5. Items 1 to 5. Okay, Tutor Jen, are you okay now?
Let's see.
Okay. You can put another, Tutor Jen, may I suggest, you can put another headset siguro sa kabilang, Yes,
Same
para hindi
setup
siya
of before. I don't know why.
Really? Sige, laban lang.
Go ahead, let's reveal our answers, Tutor Rogar.
Okay, let's go na. I'm so excited to reveal the answers. Go. Ayan. Tutor Jen, kanyo na or ako muna?
Sige, go ahead muna, Tutor Rogar.
Okay, so number 1, they answered letter B. Correct. Wow, congratulations, Cyril, Fidzi. Okay, and a lot more. Madaming nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay, si Don Lester, I believe Don Lester is one of our best cuties last week. Okay, for number 2, which substance is called the universal solvent? It's water. Very good. Okay, so Aldrich got it right. Ang galing. Hannah as well. Okay, good. Now, let's try number 3. Jessica made a pitcher of lemonade. What can she do to dilute if she thinks it doesn't taste it right? It's letter B, add sugar. Of course, kasi di ba medyo maasim or maasim talaga yung lemonade. Para ma-dilute lang talaga, you need to add sugar to taste it better. Yan. For number 4 and 5, the correct answer is homogeneous and heterogeneous. Wow. Correct. Okay, now, are you okay now, Tutor Jen?
Let's see. Okay, so for our review activity, we have this picture. And would like you to describe the appearance of the liquid. Let's see if you still remember what Tutor Rogar taught you last week. And what do you think will happen if we add sugar once we add it to the liquid?
Ayan. Okay. So, what do you think? And you have to describe the appearance of the liquid. Anyone? Okay.
Kasi yung lesson mo last week, Tutor Rogar, is on bakit isa is homogeneous mixture.
Ayan, I think may nag-answer, oh. Sabi ni Ma'am Janet Vlad Patayon, it's homogeneous. Okay. Tama po ba, Tutor Jen?
Yes, homogeneous meaning there's only one appearance in the liquid.
Okay, very good. Now, how about letter B? What do you think will happen to the sugar once we add it to the liquid? Okay. JM Ladignon answered it will dissolve po. Okay, it's correct.
Diba last week, Tutor Roger, you already introduced about mixtures with vanilla. So, we review the
two types of mixtures. We have homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So for homogeneous mixtures, we have solution. Then for heterogeneous mixtures, we have colloids and suspension. So examples, we have for solutions, vinegar and ocean water. For colloids and suspension, they may have learned this in the previous grade level. So a little recap on this. We have examples like milk and mayonnaise. And then for suspension, we have sand and water. Also, some medication. Okay. But our focus this afternoon is on solution. Okay. Specifically, we'll talk about the levels of saturation.
Tutor Jan, hindi ka na marinig. Okay, so our focus of this topic of today is about solution and It's all about unsaturated solution. There are two kinds of solutions, the unsaturated and saturated. Since medyo mataas yung topic na pag-isahin namin ang unsaturated at saturated, so ibang topic ngayon about unsaturated, and next week naman is saturated solution. Okay? Tutor Jen?
Okay. Naririnig na ba ako, Tutor Rogar?
Bakit naririnig? Sige. So, let's continue. Pag sinasabi natin an, that is not, and if we say saturated or unsaturated, it means that not saturated. So it means that does not contain all substance that can be absorbed. Okay? Tutor Jen?
Okay. Sige. So when we say unsaturated solution, it's a solution in which the amount of dissolved
Pa rin naririnig. Okay. Sige, shall I continue? Okay, continue ko. Unsaturated solution is a solution in which the amount of dissolved solute is less than the saturation point of the solvent. Now, look at the picture. Saan dyan si solute? Okay. Si solute is yung sugar. Okay? So, it is less than the solvent or point of the solvent. Meaning, mas marami ang point of the solvent while ang solute is less. Okay? So, just like the picture, I think that picture is a lemonade or making a calamansi juice to be i-contextualize lang natin ng konti. 'Di ba? Kasi may iba hindi nakakaintindi na anong lemonade, something like that. So, it's a calamansi juice. Okay. Tutor Jen?
Let's see. Okay, can you hear me, Tutor Rogar, now?
Continue.
Okay, so you mentioned about solute. This is the component of the solution which dissolves in the solvent. So sa ating example, we have our solute here is the sugar. And we have a so-called solvent. This is a component of a solution which dissolves the other component in itself. And in a solution, the solvent is usually the one that is in larger component. And we have a saturation point, so-called saturation point. This is the stage at which no more of the substance can be absorbed into a vapor or dissolved into a solution.
Tutor Rog?
Tutor Jen?
Go ahead, Tutor Rog.
Nawala lang ako bigla yung aking ano. Sige, you can continue kasi nawala yung ano ko, yung speaker ata. Kaya hindi kita naririnig, kaya pala.
Oh.
Sige.
Okay.
Kaya, sige, continue. Hindi ko na alam kung anong ano, yung kasunod.
Okay, sige,
Sorry.
sige. Alright, so ganyan talaga pag live. Okay, so I prepared this simple solution at home. Kasi nga, naka-work from home tayo dahil naka-quarantine. So, we have this sample of unsaturated solution. So, would like you to see what happens if we add this amount of sugar into our calamansi juice. So, mag-add tayo ng ganitong amount. And you see, the moment you drop that sugar in this the calamansi juice, you will see these crystals joining the solution, And after a while, once you mix, you stir, you will no longer see the sugar particles. That means nahalo na siya, na-dissolve na siya doon sa calamansi juice. What if we add more? What if we add more of the solute? So until when do we know it's still unsaturated? So magdagdag tayo this time, mas maraming sugar. Mas damihan natin yung sugar, and note that we did not change the condition of the calamansi juice. The same ang kanyang temperature, the same ang baso, same lahat ang amount ng solvent, but we only added more solute in the solution. So we mix, and after stirring, ganito ang itsura niya. Marami ng sugar na dagdag from the first setup. So the setup or the solution now looked like this. The sugar is still dissolved in the calamansi juice. So Chutorogar, we have other examples of unsaturated solution around us. What are these Chutorogar?
Okay, so these are the examples of unsaturated solution. We have salt in water, iced coffee, tea and sugar solution, vinegar, air, smoke, and mist. Okay, so sa mga hindi nakakilala ng mist, ang mist ay hamog, di ba? Tama ba ako, tutor dyan? Hamog. Yeah, so hamog. Sige.
So we have an activity,
Sige,
and we
go.
would like you to tell us what you see. From here, so this is the first setup where we added a little sugar, and this is the second one where we added more sugar. So how do you describe the appearance of these unsaturated solutions? How do they look when we added the solvent or the solute?
Sa ano yan, sa A at saka B na picture, or as one na yan, tutor dyan?
Yeah, pwede as one kasi pareho silang unsaturated solution.
Yes. Tingnan natin kung ano yung mga comments nila. Ayan. Okay, may mga nagko-comments na ba? Let us read their answer. How do you describe the appearance of the unsaturated solution? Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Jeneline Domingo Antonio, they differ in color, Tutor Jen. Then according to Don Lester Bayaw, unang-una baso po ay mas light po ang kulay kaysa sa second glass. Ayan, very observant. Sabi naman ni Isaac, hindi pa po gaano madilaw yung unsaturated solution sa kaliwa po. Ebidensya na marami pa pong pwedeng lusawin. Wow! According to Sabrina, the color is much clearer. Okay? And Alriza, sabi niya, different in color po. Ayun. Galing-galing naman nila. Congratulations. Then sabi ni Jay, sana all. Okay.
So Faith had, yung dalawang baso ngayon yung nasa picture, pareho yung unsaturated solution. Yung isa, konting solute lang dinagdag. Dito, mas nag-change ng color, ibig sabihin mas dinagdagan pa natin ng solute, yung sugar. Okay. Ginamit natin dito is brown sugar para mas makita nila yung effect dun sa solution.
Correct. Kaya nga, 'di ba, pag ako nagtitimpla ako ng ng gatas, Tutor Jen, dinadamihan ko yung gatas para ma-feel ko talaga yung gatas, yung powder. Oo, 'di ba?
Yeah, we also
sabi niya, wow.
Diba, we also mix according to our taste. Pero example lang ito ng calamansi juice, pwede yung gatas. Yung example mo kanina, iced coffee, tingnan natin yung mga learners if they observe their parents or the adults in their homes taking coffee, how they prepare the solution. Okay. So from here, tama yung mga sagot nila, no? Same, yung homogeneous, it's still one appearance of the solution. pwede pa, it can still be solved. Nasagot ito kanina. It can still be solved,
Yes,
more
nasagot yan.
solute.
Nasagot.
And wala na silang nakikita na sugar na hindi pa na-mix, meaning there are no remaining substances after nag-stir. Ganyan pag unsaturated solution.
Ayan. Ay, may mga pa-reflect. O sige, gusto ko yan. Ako na magbasa,
Yes.
Tutor Jen.
Go.
Kasi may kaibigan ako, si Galalayaan Pagobo. Feeling ko talaga na may ano siya, may reflection siya nito. Why is it important to learn about unsaturated solutions? And how is this familiar in life? Oh my God, may hugot. 'Di ba? Ang saya.
Kung ikaw ang solution, hanggang saan ang kaya mo?
Yan. Sige, hintayin natin ang kanilang mga sagot. Napakahugot naman ang how is this similar in life? Importante po bang malaman yung unsaturated solution sa buhay? Okay. So, ayun, may sagot na si Isaac Newton. Sabi niya, ang unsaturated solution po ay parang bagong magjowa. Kahit magka-problema, kaya pa po nilang i-resolve. Wow!
Grade 7 ito ha. O sige.
Grade 7 ba to? Am I talking to a grade 7? Oh, Galilean Pagobo. Ano, laban? May classmate kasi sa high school na magaling maghugot. So we'll also wait for her answer. Ayun, ang galing, 'di ba? Tama naman din na just like the magjowa, 'di ba? Like you need to talaga kung pwede pang i-resolve kung any problem. So just like the solution. Okay?
Kung ikaw ito, Tutor Roger, di ba? Kung ikaw yung kalamansi juice, hanggang saan ang kaya mong i-absorb, na kaya mo pa bago ka mag-give up.
Para din sa family, 'di ba? Like ang daming problema, we are all saturated with problems in life sa family. Pero kinakaya natin kasi pamilya tayo eh. So nasa isang pamilya tayo, we really absorb those problems and help those problems na magtulungan tayo, mag-usap tayo kung ano yung problema in order to answer or in order to resolve that issue. So ganun lang, 'di ba?
May dagdag na sagot si Isaac dito.
Sige, anong
Pag
dagdag
saturated solution na po, punong-puno na po, kaya wala ng pag-asa.
Kaya wag masyadong ma-saturate sa problema kasi punong-puno na. Yan,
pero,
galing.
Tutor Roger, we
Yes.
will also learn next week about saturated at idagdag na rin natin super saturated solution.
Yes.
Para
to be
maisipin
exact.
nila na hindi tayo dapat basta-basta give up kung tayo yung
Correct.
solvent.
May sagot din si Don Lester, ating ating cutie of the week. Sige, basahin natin, Tutor Jen.
Ang sabi niya, ang unsaturated solution po ay parang buhay na nagkakaroon ng problema na kayang lagpasan at kayang solusyonan.
Ayan, galing naman. Oo. Pero kahit grade 7 sila, may din, 'di ba? May lalim. Galing naman. Kasi ako nung grade 7 ako, I could still remember nung first year. Lang ako parang takbo lang ako ng takbo, akyat dito, laro ng laro. Pero sila may mga hugot na. Iba talaga mga kabataan ngayon, Tutor Jen.
Sige, at bago pa tayo mapunta sa kung anong hugot, Tutor Roger, mag-assessment na tayo.
Okay.
Ihanda ang inyong mga sagot sa 5 tanong this afternoon. Go ahead, Tutor Roger.
Okay, so number 1, which of these does the dissolving? A, solute, B, solvent, C, solute and solvent, or D, neither solute nor solvent? Ayun. Okay, Tutor Jen, number 2.
Okay, number 2, what do you call a substance that's dissolved in any solution? A, solute, B, solvent, C, solute and solvent, or D, neither solute nor solvent.
Okay, for number 3, what you can do if you add more amount of sugar in a cup of your hot milk and it tastes very sweet. Okay, o nga no, yung nasobrahan yung amount ng sugar. So ano kayang gagawin mo kung sobrang tamis? A, you have to add water. B, add sugar. C, mix it well. Or letter D, put it in the refrigerator.
Number 4, how will you prepare an unsaturated solution? Will you, letter A, freeze the mixture? B, stir the powder in a liquid? C, add less amount of powder? Or D, add more amount of powder?
Ayan. Napakagaling ng question. Okay, number 5. In dissolving mixtures, which is needed in greater amount? A, solute. B, solvent. C, solution. Or D, both solute and solvent.
We have answers now. And
Okay,
let's reveal
5 items lang po ba, Tutor Jen?
Yes, we have 5 items and we're seeing answers on in the comment section now.
Ayan, so sige, let's reveal the answers now. Okay, now let's check their answers. For number 1, which of these does the dissolving? Answer is letter B. Tingnan natin. Ayun, ang galing. So may mga nakatama. Congratulations.
Correct. Si
Okay.
Mary Joy Valencia, si Jenica Angel Velasco, and si J. Antoinette Dumpa, and marami pang iba.
Yan. Sabi ni Isaac Newton, sabi niya na, letter B, solvent, Tagalusaw. Ang galing. Okay, number 2,
Number 2, ang sagot is solute. The substance is dissolved in any solution. So, correct, si Mariam Fatima Khan. Si Marjon Manalansan. Sagot
Okay.
dito.
Now, let's have number 3. What you can do if you add more amount of sugar in a cup of your hot milk and it tastes very sweet. So, of course, you have to add more water in order for it not too sweet para hindi tayo magka-diabetic.
Correct ang sagot ni Jeffro Bodomo. You add water. Zyrene Kaluya is also correct. Larissa Hapon. Hannah May Baradi is also correct.
Ayan, so thank you so much.
Jane, correct also. Carla Jane Oxona Guerzon. At marami pang iba, Tutorol.
Marami pang iba. Actually, we are really thankful to all their answers and their cooperation this week. As in, ang galing-galing talaga. Okay, now let's proceed. Tutor Jen, number 4.
For number 4, so if you want to prepare an unsaturated solution, you add less amount of powder. So, correct na sagot si Mary Alexis Alabata. Si Mariam Fatima Khan, correct? Yes. Sorry, mali.
At saka si Vince Cedric Z. Viquila. Yan, Viquila. Yan, si Alriza Gaza, also correct. Ayan, ang galing-galing. Now, let's proceed to last question, number 5. In dissolving mixtures, which is needed in greater amount? Of course, obviously, it's letter B, solvent. Ayan. Okay, so
may mga tama din na sagot dito, Tutor.
Si Isaac talaga, mahilig talaga siya maghugot. Sabi niya, letter C po for number 4 ha. Huwag masyadong madaming problema para di masaturate. Charot. Pero tama nga naman.
Tama.
Oo.
Thank
Tama
you,
nga naman.
Cyrus Evan. Correct ang yung sagot sa number 5. Zyrene Kaluya. Rain De La Cruz. Si JM
Ayan.
Ladignon. And totoo,
Yan.
may dagdag naman si
Alam
Isaac.
more.
Dapat po mas madaming tagalusaw kesa nilulusaw.
Grabe. Grabe tong batang to. Ang taba ng utak. Gusto ko
Yes.
siyang ma-meet. Oo. Isaac Newton talaga pangalan niya. Saang school ka ba, Isaac?
Yes, please
Saang
let
school
us
at
know.
saka ISD? Oh, let us know your school and your teacher as well. Ayan, thank you so much. We have our science quote off for this week. Tutor Jen?
Tingnan natin baka may madagdag pa sila. Okay, so you
Yeah,
already have the precious mixture that will make you well. All you have to do is use it.
Wow, ang ganding, ang ganda. So, tingnan natin kung may maidagdag ba silang explanation because we have ample of time pa naman. Okay, I think we have 5 minutes
Kasi,
more.
Yeah. You know, Tutor Roger, I was just listening
Yes,
last Monday, di ba? Kasi nga, alam mo na, COVID. So, I was thinking of the example that you gave, yung salt solution. Although wala siyang, wala pang, it's part of a traditional treatment to cure mga symptoms lang. Just to alleviate, but not really as a remedy for COVID. Kaya salt solution. But when you gave it as an example last time for homogeneous mixture, that was very timely because that was also the same day that yung gumawa kami sa Bisaya tawag natin dyan is tuob, no, or steam inhalation. There are studies about steam inhalation that it alleviates your feeling or yung symptoms, no, mga flu-like symptoms. It relieves your nasal na issues kasi yun yung pinaka masakit sa akin last week. With the good thing though that we were vaccinated in the family.
Yun lang talaga. We are now protected with the coronavirus because of this vaccine. So thank you so much for that sharing, Tutor Jen. So ang galing-galing naman, Tutor Jen, no? And we really thank God kasi you're okay now and your family. Okay, so back to the quote. Yun, so I just want to share something na whether you have a little resources in your life, whether how big or small it is, as long as you make that resources preciously doing those things na in a good way, in a right way, I think everything will be fine and everything will go into places. Pag ginamit talaga ito sa mabuti at sa ikaliligaya ng lahat, 'di ba? Tama ba, Tutor Jen?
Yes.
How about you, Tutor Jen?
Itong mga grade 7 learners natin, they may not avail the vaccination yet, but I hope it will also serve as a lesson to them to maintain or to follow the minimum health standards or protocols kasi we need added protection.
Yes. And then sabi dito, Tutor Jen, happy sila na magaling ka na raw. Kasi nga, pinag-pray nila na sana ma-okay ka na at makapasok ka na dito sa tutorial natin. Ayan, sabi ni Alriza Zedin. Sige, Tutor Jen. Continue.
Last week, I was listening last week, Tutor Roger, diba? Tsaka may naghanap na saan daw si Tutor Jen.
So, talaga, parang hindi complete talaga yung yes, oo, na hinahanap talaga. Kasi talagang para siyang klase talaga na we are teaching them the module, right? In every week talaga, kasi every week yung module. So, ang saya lang na we keep in touch with those students kahit na nasa malayo. Ganyan ang DepEd Itulay. Okay? So, once again, we are your tutors. I am Tutor Rogue. And for the outputs of your learning, you have to post it in your wall. Okay? Post it in your wall. And then don't forget to use the hashtag Science Shooter Rogue Gen or hashtag Science E2Ly7. Ayan, para mabasa namin ang inyong output at maging E2Ly Chuti of the Week. Am I right, Tutor Jen?
Yes, let us know what you learned this week. You can share your insights, your feedback, and use this hashtag so that we can see your post.
Yes, and don't forget your screenshots as well. Ayan, so maraming salamat. Maraming salamat sa inyo, sa lahat-lahat ng mga estudyante na tagapagsubaybay sa ating programa ng E2Live Tutorial Program. Hatid sa inyo ng EdTech DepEd Unit. Ayan. So thank you so much for comments, suggestions. Just email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph or scan this code. Up next is Tutor Z and Tutor Marky for Science Grade 8. Okay,
Thank you very much, students, parents, and teachers in grade 7 for sharing our session this afternoon and for participating in our online tutorial.
God bless us always. Bye!